What is going on, guys? Jack here, and welcome back to episode number 71 of Park to Prem here with Nottingham Forest. Today we are back, and we are back with a bang as we have our second game of the Champions League group stage. It's a big one, perhaps the toughest game of the group stage. We're going to be taking on Dortmund, and well, since we were last here, we've done some experimentation, which we will come to very, very shortly. But before we get into that, just to look at our Champions League group, of course, this is the big aim this year, to win this competition. We've been drawn in a group with Real Sociedad, Borussia Dortmund and Dynamo Zagreb. Not the hardest group. We should be making it through that relatively easily. So hopefully we're going to take a massive stride towards that today by beating the German club when we do take them on. Anyway, if you're an eagle-eyed viewer, you may have noticed something a little different on this screen. Anyone spot anything? Yes. Tactical tweaks, everyone. Not a permanent tactical tweak, but I feel like at the moment, we've had a few easier games. I wanted to try a system where we kind of just go balls to the wall, way more attacking, and see what we can do. And this is kind of what I've come up with. And it's the system that we've been playing. If we just slot in the best 11 here, you can see how it would look when everyone's fit. Unfortunately, we are wrestling with a few injuries at the moment. But yeah, the whole mindset with this is let's play super attacking, let's get lots of goals, and play an exciting brand of football that allows me to, well, play more of the super talented attacking players we have. You know, the likes of Ederson, the likes of Adebayo, whilst they are absolutely tremendous, they would probably waltz into many Premier League teams. I can't play them all on the pitch at once. And as a result, a system like this just makes it slightly easier. Worth noting that both players not registered for the Champions League. They are not happy about that. Neither is Fanadu. He started a little rebellion, and I'm not very happy about it. You can see here, 26 players agree with him, and 27 agree with Ederson being left out the team. Yeah, basically everyone's turned against me. They are all traitors. There is traitors amongst us. They're all imposters. I don't know. I'm going down the Among Us route here. If we just look at Ederson, don't get me wrong, he's absolutely insane. He will be incredible. I can't register everyone though, sadly. And some people had to miss out, and the attacking department is where I feel like we're most stacked. You will also notice since you were last here that Karim Ballo has gone out on loan to Atleti. He's done really, really well so far. Played 2 games in the Champions League, 4 in the league as well for them in Spain with 3 assists. And while speaking of transfers, if we just take a peek here, we did end up signing Fabio Correa, the Portuguese young centre-back. Talked about him last episode. I keep a very close eye on the Portuguese national team because we have players like Navio, Sampaio, Paulo Silva as well. And now we have the potential to play a full back 4 of Portuguese players who will play for the national team, if we so wish. Yeah, Correa, phenomenal player, only just turned 20. He's very, very good. We've been giving him some game time already. He's put in some quite good performances, if we're being completely honest. Anyway, speaking of performances, we've been very, very good on the pitch. And since we were last here for the Tottenham game in the Community Shield, things have got a little bit better, albeit after a very tricky game to start the season against Manchester United. In this game, we scored a penalty. And in fact, in this run of game, we've scored 4 penalties. We found a penalty taker. Who is it, you ask? It's Gonzalez, isn't it? Of course it was going to be Gonzalez. The guy missed the penalty last time, forgot to change him. He scored 1. I thought we'll keep with him. Now he's scored 4 in a row, and I'm starting to believe. But yes, 2-2 this game finished. We got a goal either side of half-time. Unfortunately, Jean is very good for Manchester United. He inspired a comeback, and 2-2 it finished. In the next game against West Brom, we won 3-0. Good result here. I want to show the first goal of this game. It was weird. It was bizarre. I felt a little bit guilty watching it go in and enjoying it going in, but it went in the back of the net. 3-0 we won there, and we followed that up with a 5-1 win against Watford. Again, Gonzalez scoring from the penalty spot, and in this game getting a 9-minute hat-trick. He's been in phenomenal form to start the year. 4 goals in the league, 7.67 rating. Yeah, he's been at his best. He looks like one of his best seasons ever could be on the cards, dare I say. So anyway, that was the month of August, and through the month of September, things have continued to go well. We started off with a win against Crystal Palace, and then followed it up with a second successive 2-0 win against Southampton. We then took on Dynamo in our first game of the Champions League group stage against the lowest seeded team. We won that one 4-0. Good to see some variety on the goal scorers. A rotated team played in this one. You can see Ramirez, Van Dijk, Largo, all playing as part of that 4-2-3-1 system. And well, we followed it up with a great win against Wolverhampton Wanderers. going on the offensive, going on the attack. Unfortunately, in this game, Navio did pick up an injury, but we scored a goal in the first half. It came courtesy of Davio, who, of course, is the big transfer this year, playing out on the left-hand side as an advanced playmaker. Unfortunately, he is injured today. So, the superstar man, potentially, I don't want to speak too soon. I don't want to big him up just yet, but he's won FIFA Player of the Year twice. He got a goal in this game. Erk got one, Smith got one, and then they got a late consolation. A little bit of a shame that we couldn't keep the full clean sheet going. But yeah, all in all, really good achievement. And if we just look at Davio here, you can see here, he has been shortlisted for the FIFA Men's Best Player on 2 occasions. So he's a potential Ballon d'Or winner at some point in the future. Not bad for a player who's only 26. I mean, I can see why he's on the shortlist. He's insane. As I said, injured though. Back stress fracture. I mean, Neymar had one of these, I think, once upon a time. So maybe he'll come back stronger from it. If he can bounce back like Neymar has, I'll be relatively happy, I suppose. Anyway, we beat Sheffield Wednesday in the EFL Cup, and then most recently we beat Bournemouth 3-1. Great to see here Adebayo getting his first ever Premier League goal in his first Premier League start of the season. £36 million. Can I say it's well spent yet? Probably not. He's only 19. Let's not get too carried away, but he is looking like a really, really good player for us. And while that catches you up to date, lots of clean sheets in there. During this recent run of game, I've played this slightly more offensive system. For today's game, we're going to go back to what we know and love, I think, and play the 4-3-3. I think it makes the most sense for us. Of course, a little bit of rotation needed. We're going to bring Van Dijk out onto the left-hand side. Gallardo will then go onto the bench. And in terms of left-back options, we'll bring in Matty. And then, you know what? We'll play Tunde Friday on the bench. I've not talked about Tunde Friday ever, and I feel a bit bad for him. I looked in the reserve team last year. I thought, well, let's just see what's become of any of the players who have come through our youth system. This man has come through our youth system, and whilst you know what, he's not the best player defensively by any means. He can play left back, he can play right back, he's homegrown at club, ideal squad player to help with the homegrown quota, and at 21 years old, he looks like a really, really good player, at least when it comes to his physicals. If his technicals and mentals can just improve a smidge, I don't see any reason why he couldn't become a pretty reliable backup for us, especially with his really, really good consistency. So I think the big thing today is get a win against Dortmund and then chillax. Chillax? Do people still say chillax? I don't know. You can see here, obviously, I'm not too concerned about the Champions League group, but I feel like this is a game that if we win, we can chillax. If we don't win, panic. It could get a little bit messy with the games remaining. You can see, just looking here at the league to start the season, there are 5 teams within 3 points of each other towards the top. Yes, it's very, very close. Everyone else has lost a game except us. And, well, at the moment, things are going okay. Erk has the best average rating in the league. He's got 2 player of the matches. Gonzalez with 8 goals is going strong. I'm beginning to get, a little bit of deja vu. I feel like we know the Premier League at this point. We know what to do. We have the players capable of winning it. We have the best squad depth. I mean, if we don't win it this year, I'm going to look like an absolute mug. But I am prioritising the Champions League. And as a result, in a game where perhaps in the past I would have played a rotated 11, we're going as strong as we can today. I'm just wondering, Largo at box-to-box midfielder, and then, do I want to do that? And then Lind at Mazzala? You know what? I don't necessarily think that's the worst idea in the world. I mean, the game's just done this by happenstance, and now I'm weighing it up. I'm thinking Largo, Lind. It's the physicality of Largo. But then, I mean, Largo's just nuts, isn't he? Put Largo at Mazzala, Jack. Stop fiddling around with it. Obviously, I have been doing a little bit more tactical tinkering with both the shape and the roles. We discussed the roles of this system last episode. Words are hard today. I'm having one of those days recording an episode where the right words just aren't coming out. Send help, everyone. Right, I mean, hopefully the players are going to be in better form than me. They've got Papetti at centre-back. That's a boring wonder kid signing if I've ever seen one. But at 32 years old, he's pretty good. I mean, they spent 41 million on him from Brescia. He stayed at Brescia for a while. And he's had quite a good career over the years in the Bundesliga. They're also playing a very weird shape. I've never seen the AI play this shape before. What is that? It's like a bizarre 4-3-3 with 3 strikers. It's the kind of thing you'd see in the Streamer Showdown. I don't know how to feel about this. Anyway, I need a performance. I'm playing pretty much a best 11. Of course, a couple of players injured, so Matty in at left back, for example. But This is as good as it gets for us, and albeit against the second best team in this group in terms of seeding, we should be winning. I expect us to win. I mean, Jones is that Australian right back, right? He nearly just scored a screamer against us. I feel like that was the highlight, and now Erk's run is for absolutely no reason. Can we just have a look at this guy? Is it Jones? Is it this guy? Okay, it's not the guy I thought it was. Is he any good? Who is their key player? Mario Taylor. He's the right back I was thinking of. He's good, isn't he? I've considered signing him a couple of times, but I don't know. I've not done it. I'm just too attached to Sampaio. Also, that was an awful goal, wasn't it? We'll take it. It's 1-0 here. How did that fall down to Gonzalez? I feel like it's just hit Piotr very fortuitously here. He's headed it against the crossbar, and then I think it's come back and bounced against him and gone away from goal. I mean, Gonzalez has scored it into the back of the net. He's wheeling away in jubilation. His fine goal-scoring run continues. I mean, Gonzalez is on fire at this point. I think last year he was a little bit slow by his own standards. He still got the Premier League Golden Boot with 23 or 24 goals, but he set a bar high for himself. And I think last year, I don't want to say it was a disappointment, but compared to previous years, he just wasn't quite there. This year, he's there and he's back. I also appreciated all the comments on yesterday's video saying that Dyer should take penalties. I don't even think it's the most mad idea at this point. Also, to the people commenting on maybe having Hamada take them, I love the idea of a goalkeeper who takes penalties. I'm not going to drop Danny Dyer for Hamada. And although we've done it before, I don't think Hamada is a winger. That was a cynical little foul, but we have still got the ball here. Sampaio, what can you do? Cuts in, love that. Skips past two. I mean, Largo has just got the easiest goal in the world. It wouldn't matter if Largo was there as the Mazzala or if Lind was there as the Mazzala. Whoever has that shot is fine in the back of the net. Heck, I reckon I could have scored that one. What actually happened here? Sampaio skips past two and he squares it. Gonzalez shoots and it's blocked, and the keeper, he's done a very flamboyant dive for the initial effort. The blocker's caught him out and Largo just rolls it into the bottom of the net just with complete ease. I was expecting with Dortmund's free strikers they would create a load of opportunities. Gonna level with you. Been very disappointed with what I've seen from Dortmund so far here. Give us a game, Dortmund. Also, I've pissed off some of the players, so it's not an ideal team talk, but we're 2-0 up. I can make all the players angry. As long as they keep playing football, we should be fine. Where are you going, my friend? He's going to do it all on his own. He's not. He's passed it to Van Dijk. That is very nice by Erk. Of course, this year, he's a right winger again, everyone. It's where he started his career. We trained him to play on the left. This year, he's back on the right. He's keeping Poyana out the team. And, well, here's why I like wingers whilst playing very narrow as a team. The winger will just cut inside like that, make little runs that if you're playing a wider approach with your instructions, they just won't do. And we just punch another hole through the middle. I mean, theoretically in this game, to be honest, with the way that they're playing wide probably wouldn't be the worst idea in the world, but I don't think it really matters. There is just a gulf in quality and a gulf in class, to put it brutally. Dortmund have had one shot on target in this game with 20 minutes left. It's been plain sailing to the point where I think we'll bring in Ionu for Gonzalez and we'll bring in Poyana for Erk. I think getting a couple of the younger players, it's kind of easy to forget that the likes of Poyana and Ionu, they're only 22 years old. They're still, players with lots of future ahead of them and lots of time to develop. I've got one last sub with 2 minutes left. Who should we bring on? You know what? Let's bring in Tunde Friday. What a name that is, by the way. Came through the academy, gets a little couple of minutes at right back. I mean, I'm sure he'll relish the moment, I'm sure. Makes his live com debut, did absolutely nothing. Isn't even given a rating for the game because he hasn't touched the ball enough. But alas, we've won that game 3-0. Convincing result. And you can see in the other game, Dynamo lost to Sociedad. I think already with 2 games played, we are in a super commanding position here. And I feel like the next time we return for a Champions League fixture, it may well be the knockout stages. If we now get knocked out, this is very, very embarrassing. But based on what we've seen there, I think we're good. In terms of when we're going to be back next time, I think we might come back for Chelsea at the start of December. Maybe. Where are you, Chelsea, right now? I mean, they're in 6th. The league is still very early on. We could go on and bottle a couple of games, and I want to come back a little sooner. It's not an easy month at all, actually. We've got Tottenham in 3rd and also Man City in 4th to play. Poor Liverpool, by the way, currently down in 13th. They have been absolutely woeful in recent years. For a long time, they were consistently predicted to do well and underperformed. Apparently, their media prediction is still 2nd. I'm not sure why it's still 2nd. I feel like that might even be bugged. Purely because, apparently the predicted position here is 8th. If you're wondering about us, of course, we looked at this last time, but just as a reminder, we're the favourites, we're good, and also, I am a legend. I'm coming for your work. I'm going to sit above you one day. Just you wait. Anyway, gang, that is going to wrap up everything from me today. A good little result in the Champions League. A good start to the season as well on the pitch. Lots of rotation. Lots of players are playing very well. A sea of green. Gonzalez is scoring penalties. Everything's coming up Millhouse. And well, hopefully, the same can be said tomorrow, where hopefully I will see you, of course. It is me, Jack. Thank you for watching today. And I'll see you guys again tomorrow. I'm out.